Good morning, everybody. Chris from Serene Education. This morning I'm going to do the analysis for the four majors. So the 12th of November 2018. Let's look at the euro against US dollar to start with. So if you've been watching my video analysis, you can see that I'm looking at the weekly time frame. I did this last week in order just to give me a reflection that price is trading into the 200 period moving average, and I need to see price trading below that to give me a more defining continuation of sentiment. We have come from a high point, as I mentioned to you, and we're moving low, so we need to see price closing below the 200 period moving average to give me a more defining continuation of selling. Okay, RSI below the midline negative, MACD fast line below the slow line, histogram below the midline, all telling me to sell. We've got the 50 period moving average above price. We have the price is currently now trading so far this week below the 200 period moving average. But there again, I need to see a physical close. So it'll be interesting to see how the euro plays out this week, because if I get a close low, then we do have a defining continuation of price action, which is ideally what we're looking for. If we drop down to the daily, if I just refresh my screen, there we go. So now we can see that so far this week, today, this Monday, we can clearly see a lot of selling sentiment coming through. We are trading lower now than we were a full week ago, which is a good sign, and you can see that back here in August there was a low as well. Hence the reason why I've got this line over here. So if I can get a physical close low on the daily time frame, that will go into a lot in terms of defining a continuation. But ideally this entire week we need to see price trading below the low of this yellow box. Okay, so the importance of this week, look for continued selling, look to see if there's any macro data coming out for the euro as well as the US dollar to reflect a continuation of price action. I seem to think that there's still ongoing issues with the Italian government in terms of their budget agreement and also the Brexit agreement. So there's clearly a lot of risk on the table currently for the euro against US dollar. So here again, focus attention on continued selling. Ideally, we need to be patient and wait for a nice juicy breakout to the downside to reflect that sentiment, and then we can trade with more certainty to the downside.